Hey y'all, it's Michelle from The Scattered Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm working in my October daily, journal your Christmas, documenting December, whatever we want to call it. I'm working in it today, and I have a story for day one, and I'm going to be documenting about the first Christmas movie that we watched for this Christmas season. And if you haven't seen it, it's really cute. It's called 8-Bit Christmas, and if you are an 80s kid like my husband and me are, then you will enjoy it. It's really cute. So I've got some things picked out that I want to use, so let's get started.
So I already have my cards picked out for the pockets, and I'm going to go ahead and trim off some of this white border. I print my pictures with my little Epson picture mate, and I have it set to print with borders, but for me the borders are a little bit big, so I just trimmed them down. And I wanted to back this picture with that red paper, but it was too small. So I went ahead and found another sheet of the red paper so that I can get just a little bitty bit of a red border around my photo. And the reason that I'm doing that is because the page that is before this one, because in my album, this is on the right hand side, and I have my intentions, or kind of like my intentions page, on the left hand side, and I kind of want them to look similar. They're both for day one, and it looks like a double, or like a double page spread, so I kind of want them to look like they go together. And in fact, this scrap here is a piece of paper that I used in that other layout, and I'm going to use it again here to help tie it together. So I've got that down, and I'm just going to glue these down and put that along the right hand side of my card here. And I really like this card. It's really pretty. I kind of hate that it covers up so much of it, because I get this down, and then I have picked out already the piece that I want to journal on, and I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of pretty much everything. I don't know why, but right now I'm enjoying that, so everything is getting inked edges. So I'm just going to kind of stack these up how I want them, give it a look to see how it's going to look. And I'm looking through the stickers to see what else I can use to build up a cluster and kind of help tie the two pages together. So in my other page, I have a poinsettia, so I'm going to use this one, the sticker, and I'm also going to put a number 1 on here, even though I already have a number 1 on my intentions page. I want anyone who reads my album, or even me in the future, so I can remember that, hey, we actually did this on day 1 too. Some of the things that I have in my album are just topics, and it really doesn't matter which day that they're on. So the numbers don't necessarily mean day, they just mean topic or story. And some things we actually do on a particular day, and I want to put on there that was the day that we did it. And this is one of those things. We did this on the 1st because the 1st of December this year was a Friday, and we are doing we're doing Christmas movie Friday. That was kind of the intention. We started doing that back in 2020, But as the girls have gotten older and are kind of going off and doing their own thing, and my older daughter is going off and helping her fiance to work on the house that they're going to be moving into, and my younger daughter is hanging out more and more with her boyfriend and their friends, and so it doesn't always end up being on a Friday, but I was excited that this one was, and we were all home and we got to watch a movie. So there have been quite a few nights that my husband and I, we sit to eat dinner and it's just the two of us, and so we just have started watching Christmas movies pretty much every night. So I'll be documenting about that a little later on in my album. And actually today is the 14th of December, and this is the only story that I have done in my album. I do have some pictures printed out that I have put into my album. I think, let's see, I have it in front of me. I think I have up to day 4. So I have pictures printed through day 4. And that's it. I just have the pictures printed, and I have my intentions page and this day 1 event of the Christmas movies documented. And that's okay, because we have been Christmasing hearty around here, so I haven't had time to work on the album itself, but I've got loads and loads of pictures and lots of fun and some stories to tell. So when I'm able to sit down, I don't know, it may be after Christmas. I might be just doing my December daily or whatever during the 12 days of Christmas, when we're not quite so hectic with all the fun things of the month. But that's all right, because the pictures, hopefully they'll not disappear. I've been trying to back them up, but they'll be there and just waiting for me to get to it. So I just need to make time and do it. But here I went ahead and trimmed these pictures, the white border down as well. And I'm just going to back them on this pink paper. It's so cute. I like that paper too. I'm going to have to use it again later in my book where you can see it a little better, because it's really cute. Oh goodness, there went my phone. Oh, let me mute that. Sorry. Oh my goodness. So here I have a rub-on from the Tim Holtz pack, and it says Making Spirits Bright, and I thought that would go perfectly right here beside this cup of my hot chocolate that I made while we were watching the movie. And this movie, it really was cute. I mean, it's not like this big stellar production or whatever, but it was really cute, and I really enjoyed it. And being an 80s kid, my husband and I really got a laugh out of some of the stuff, because we were like, oh yes, we remember that. Like, I still remember the Christmas that Santa Claus brought a Nintendo. Oh yes. I can remember my brother being so excited, and he loved that thing. He played that so much. Me and my other brother hardly ever got a chance to play it because he played it so much. But I can still remember my dad hooking it up to that, like, one of those big console TVs, and even he played it, mostly Tetris, not very often, but I can remember at least once when he was playing Tetris, and it was like he played it, and when he lost, then I got to play, and when I lost, then one of my brothers got to play. So it was a lot of fun watching this movie and kind of remembering back when the whole Nintendo craze came about. I know some friends of ours had gotten a Nintendo before us, and we only got to play it when we would go over there, so it was a big deal when Santa Claus brought the Nintendo to our house. And here I'm just putting this little pink label on the photo, and I've just wrote A Christmas Story meets the 80s, because it basically is kind of like the storyline of A Christmas Story, which is fine with me because I love A Christmas Story. Yes, I'm one of those people that loves A Christmas Story. So I wrote A Christmas Story meets the 80s, and completely tickled Michael and my 80s kids' hearts. Yes, we loved it. I mean, the girls, they loved it too, or they laughed at it. And of course, my camera's battery died. So you missed me, I think, putting a puffy sticker up there next to those pink labels. And then I wanted to put a little something up on that card of all of us sitting ready to watch the movie. So I decided to stamp out a label, and I think this is Festive Berries that I'm using, and I'm going to pull out one of the few distress inks that I have, and this one is, what is it called? It's called Crackling Campfire, and it's a little bit too orangey, I think, for what I'm going for here, but I tried to stamp out two. Usually when I stamp things out, I do more than one, so I have options, because one might be a little better than the other, but I didn't like the color of the Crackling Campfire for this particular layout, so I'm going to go ahead with the Festive Berries. And then this is a Christmas little word stamp from Ellie's Studio, and I'm going to stamp this in my label, and it says movie time, so I'll just get that there. And I thought about going ahead and stamping it in that other label, but then I decided no, I'm not going to do that because I like this label, so I'm going to use it, and I'll save the other label for another time. And these other labels, they'll not go to waste either. They'll probably find a home somewhere else, either in this album or just in my regular Project Life albums. So I'm going to get out my little hole punch here. I don't try to cut out these little rounded corners. I'll just use my hole punch, because I know that I will botch it up with the scissors if I try to do the scissors. I could just cut them straight and not worry about them being curved, but I do like the look of the curved little corners there. So, and then I'm trimming off some of the white that I left when I cut it out of the paper. And I go to set it on the picture there in the corner, and I was like, oh, that covers up the picture on the wall of my older daughter, and I didn't like that. So I'm like, I gotta move this around. And I got to thinking, this has a really good view of our living room as it is right then, and it's not going to look like that forever. It doesn't look today like it did a couple of years back or 10 years back. So I like having this picture here with how our living room looks, so I didn't want to cover it up. So I just moved that over a little bit. And of course, I am finishing it up with a little bit of the mica stain, the Tim Holtz Distress Mica Stain. And that is gonna do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful December. I hope it's not too cold where you are, because it's been cold here and I don't like the cold. And I'm gonna bring these up so you can get a little bit closer look. And hopefully I'll be able to get some more videos done. It might not be till after Christmas, but I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas in case I don't get another video out. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.